What's up? I'm telling you, uh, it was a strong book, I guess, what I just mentioned. It made my phone to just leave existence for a minute. Avinash, did people... Avinash, this is amazing question. I don't know if you're here. I see your question. Did the people around me started asking weird questions once I started to become more aware, started to more meditate, to be more self-aware and dive deeper in the depths? Well, yes, Avinash, uh, the whole group of people that I was hanging out before, like, they just left me, or I left them. I don't know, but the people around me in my life changed fully. People did not understand me, Avinash. And to be honest, I did not mind that. Yes, folks, today, all the time, Matrix is glitching in my life. Today it's a weird day. Some powerful vibrations in the air. Spirituality is a cope for those who couldn't achieve their material desires. Do you agree? No runs. Because, dude, people who achieve material desires also go into spirituality later. What about parents, siblings, and wife? Dude, at that point I did not have wife or girlfriend, but uh, I would say my parents... Well, at that point I lived with one parent. I would say, and that was my mother. I would say she accepted it. I would say she accepted that I was choosing at that point to work with myself in a strange way. Uh, Fox, did your friends see the changes, or did you try telling them and they found it weird? I tried to speak about it with some friends, but they did not understand it. Like, at that point, I felt like everyone needs to be like that. that was not the thing. Only later did I realize that people are just fine. Different people are just fine. Different values are just fine. But at that period, I wanted to be just alone. Spend time with myself. Don't hang out with friends. Don't go and drink with friends. But as well, I was grinding at that period. Just grinding, not only materially, but not only spiritually, in spiritual way, but also in materialistical way, learning new skills and so on. Hello, hello. Why do you think everybody thinks their opinion is the right one? I don't think that everyone thinks like that. But most of the people think like that probably. That their opinion is the right one. And why? Well, they don't see beyond boundaries that they have created in them. They hold on deeply to their beliefs. They are not open. They are not open for someone else's perception. Ran, sorry, I don't have opinion on major Indian immigration. Yo, new name. What happened? Glitch in Matrix happened. There was definitely some energetical wave passing by my phone. It was so powerful that my phone just shut it down. Did you ever wear yourself out trying to let people know your mindset? Folks, what means wear yourself out? Like explain myself? Is it the same as explain myself? So the question is, wait a second, my wife will answer to me. Okay, folks, now I see what you asked. Did you ever wear yourself out trying to let people know your mindset? Yes, of course, folks. Not recently, but it has happened to me in life, throughout life. Because the more I live in this body, with this mind, and communicate with people and just experience life, the better I realize how to do something, when to do something. It's like that for all of us, not for me, just. Because, folks, I think that it's like almost we all perceive very similar thought patterns, very similar feelings, life happenings, but what is different? The difference is in the way how we learn and how we perceive. Of course, how we perceive is also based on how we learn, what we do with the information that we have. Do you still wear masks like when you're at work? Dude, Avinash, probably. I don't know that. Because, well, I know that every person perceives me differently. But I don't feel like, dude, this is the thing, Avinash. There is no one fixed me. My body is changing, dude, every day. Knowledge is changing all the time, every second. Your persona is changing all the time. I just don't see how it's possible to. Well, of course, everyone will recognize me tomorrow, for example, at my job. But will it be the same me? No. Why so many social interactions feel so heavy and aggressive? It can be because of you, and it can be because of others. It can be because of the people you choose to hang out with. It can be because of your perception, because of what is triggered in you when conversation happens. Probably both of these at the same time. Tag life, am I introvert? I would say I'm 50-50. 50% introvert, 50% extrovert. Linda, please don't ban new name. New name is not behaving bad. No need to time out. Chill, new name. Both of you, chill, chill, chill. No one's a bee. Just move on. Forget it. Life continues to happen. Well, yes, Linda, but Linda, it depends on what do you perceive from that sentence, because that sentence may be as well nice. You're a film buff. It can be like a question with care. I just want to show you that there are different perceptions. Okay, film buff, bye. Boys and girls, just move on. New name, I don't feel like Linda is a negative person. Chill, chill. Do you think you can have a relationship with someone who doesn't share the same values as you? Yes, Avinash. 100%. Dude, relationship with other people comes from relationship with yourself. And what is this yourself? If relationship with yourself is based on inner freedom, inner peace, clarity, self-acceptance, and so on, do you think that relationship with others will be bad, even if they have different values? New name. Brother, just leave Linda alone, brother. Man. New name. Brother, it's not wise to like just type negative comments about some other person in chat. Why do you need that? Be a man, new name. Face what's in you. Meditate on that new name. If something is triggering you, that is a great opportunity to observe it in you. Why don't you use these opportunities? Not only you, new name, all of you. Not in this moment, but Of course, it's just natural happening in life. When you, when something is triggering you and you open your mouth and make life around you to suffer, that is a process of life. But we people, we are alive because we can learn and because we evolve. And this as well is something to evolve from these conflicts. You totally can learn from every moment. You don't have to, you don't even have to be aware for that to happen. But the more conscious you are, well, the more easier the life will be for you. I feel like people suffer from living in unconscious state. That could be the essence of suffering. Too much unconsciousness. But for I would say, for existence and from greatest perspective, well, either way, our mind is creating these perspectives, any perspective. But one person's suffering is nothing. Let them suffer. Doesn't matter. We all are still same movement of same existence. Have you ever thought of yourself as superior to others because of this awareness? Avinash, my perception was totally not like this all the time. And when I was just starting my conscious spiritual journey, I feel like there were times when I felt superior to others. Definitely. Of course, that was just a trick in the mind. But honestly, I felt that. I have been through that. You often think that you're better than other people. Well, X bar. For me, the game changer was realizing that there is no fixed me in me. Of course, there can be other ways how to solve that out, but when I realized that no one is the one who you think you are, including me, the moment I really realized it, somehow naturally, these thoughts that I am better than someone else started to drop away. And I don't feel like these thoughts will leave you alone till there is a belief in you that you are a subject and the life is object around you. Avinash, I wouldn't say that I overcome some kind of ego. I just solve that ego is illusion. It's not there. There are just layers before layers before layers before layers in your mind. And each of these layers talks and talks about other layers, feels something different. And somehow they create sensation of you in you. Yes, web matrix like onion. And life naturally is showing you these different layers. Every moment that you experience in life shows you different layer. It shows you different attachments that you have, different illusions that you believe in. Every moment is showing you this. Sahil, I would advise you first, if you ask me, then start meditating every day. But why meditating? Not because you have to become a monk, not because you have to become great at meditation. But when I say start meditating, I say that this is the moment. This meditation is a moment in your life where you can consciously see what is there in you, how your mind works, how are you attached to thinking process. Because if you live everyday life, you just have too much distractions. That is, well, lifestyles are different. Maybe maybe you don't need meditation and you're not being distracted throughout everyday life. But for someone who's distracted, works a lot, is learning a lot, communicates with people a lot, will just spends energy in daytime. For that kind of people, meditation would be awesome. Because peace and inner freedom and joy of life comes from, as well as it comes from awareness. Because how can you be calm if you are being tricked all the time by just thoughts? Of course you cannot. So how to end this? Just look at those thoughts. You just need to look till you realize. Avinash, yes, judging. What about judging? Avinash, the content of your mind is not a problem. How often you judge people depends on, it depends on the way you are taught. It depends on your knowledge. It depends on just, brother, what I want to say for you is that it does not depend on some kind of awakening or enlightenment. Will probably do. The level of judgment will decrease in you. The more peace is perceived in you. As more peace is perceived in you. But judgments, that's not a problem. That is just what your mind is doing. Your mind can be speaking in Chinese or in English or even in Latvian, it doesn't matter. It does not depend on some kind of enlightenment. It depends on different aspects of life. As well as how well rested you are. You will definitely judge more people if you feel bad. And why will you feel bad? Maybe because you did not eat. Maybe because you just slept 3 hours a day. It's not directly connected with some kind of enlightenment and inner freedom. Jó, túlfish. Today, in my mind, there is just one song playing all the time. For Circle, and I enjoy that. Mild. This song is called Games People Play. Basically, I just shared with you one of my thoughts, and that's just a thought in the background. New name, yes, of course. This stream will be copyrighted, but brother, it doesn't matter. As long as YouTube don't ban me. But if YouTube did do that, no problem. Then I will say this to you. I appreciate all of you. All of you will be just fine. You are awesome. But probably it's gonna be fine, and I will still be here. Avinash, yes, what I'm saying, Avinash, of course, it's not conveyed properly, and I often am not able to transform what I want to say to you. But I think it's for me it's funny. I know that it's not that big of a deal. There are times that when more structured words comes out, there are times when less. What can you do? And the funniest thing is that I think even if I would be speaking about these topics in my native language, I think it would be even more worse than when I try in English. Sahil, how do we achieve enlightenment? I don't know what you understand by enlightenment. Tell me, what is enlightenment? Please tell me, what is enlightenment? Because whatever you will tell to me, this is something very tricky. Whatever you will tell to me, what is enlightenment? Obviously, you have thoughts about it. You have your beliefs, what is enlightenment. But how far can you get with these beliefs? Why are you not enlightened? Well, maybe because the one who wants to be enlightened cannot do that. Maybe it's totally not about beliefs. Enlightenment is just a word. I feel like you will not need enlightenment in life if you will be totally mentally free. No more mind tricks can trick you. That's it. After that, just live. This life is a trick. Be alive, enjoy the life. But is enlightenment needed? And I still did not get from you what is enlightenment. If they ban my channel, I can make new one like Nicholas. They keep reporting him for wasting water. Folks, starting YouTube is not easy. So respect to Nicholas. I I don't know if I would not start again with 1 subscriber or 3 or 5, because if something happens and this channel is just out of this existence, let it be like that. Move on. Not that important for trying again. DCI. Dude, are you spying me? Are you my work colleague, DCI? That would be funny if you were. Bedtime, you have work tomorrow. It's only 12 p.m. Wait, is it p.m. or a.m.? p.m. 12 p.m. Good night, Rans. Rans, I see you have new cool profile picture. DCI, that is not late. 12 p.m. For me, that is totally not late. Rans, there are so many people in this chat from India. In this chat from India. Who go to sleep 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I don't know why. Maybe you live like that in India, I don't know. Because of the heat or something. In London, it's 22.219. Whoa. You live in Matrix. 5 numbers in your time. That's awesome, Mankino. DCI, sorry, no. Today no sit-ups. I ate before 1 hour. I feel the food in my stomach right now. It's still there. Still not transformed into poop. Is there any place in the world where one can comfortably have free access to healthy food, water, and shelter? I don't know. Can you do that in some ashrams in Asia? I don't know. Dude, holistic services, I will tell you what is the place actually. Just something popped in my mind. If you have parents or grandparents and you have good relationship with them, or even friends, and they live in organic farm, they grow food, you can you can try to live there. They would give you a shelter, a food, water. What is human trap? I don't know. I just went with the flow. DCI, but in Switzerland you cannot live for free. I think, well, from where I have traveled, Bali is amazing place. Well, you cannot drink water from sink there, but there is plenty of organic food. Many people grow their own food. And there is warm, so there are no poisonous animals. There are no dangerous earthquakes, tsunamis. Well, there are volcano eruptions, but not that often, and tsunamis and earthquakes, but not that dangerous. Man, of course there are places on Earth, on this planet, where is warm, healthy food. But you would have to work to get this food. spend some energy from you. I will show you a song that was giving a lot of energy for me today. Because today I needed lots of energy. Sometimes I take this energy from music. Who knows this song? Probably no one. I'm disturbing my wife to sleep, sorry. I cannot do that. Now I will not sleep for another 2 hours. Yes, and Kino, I'm not I'm not in the party, and Kino. If I would be in the party and or concert and this music starts, dude, I would not be sitting. I need more water. Yes, Mera. In this song, there is lots of caffeine. Is it possible for artificial intelligence to get ego? Not right now. You see, we never know what could be possible someday. We never know that. Yes, folks, music can stay in your mind, folks, and this is showing you what is your mind. When you hear, well, this is actually a great teaching for you. When you hear music and it stays in your mind, how do you think your mind was created? And you create in your mind these personal stories, this psychological suffering, but your mind is basically just created through your senses. It's basically just a memory. It's just a memory tool for you. Your mind is a memory tool. And you take it so seriously, these mind stories, but it's just a language in your mind, just a voice that you memorize. And when you will get this fully, what I'm saying, not understand it, but getting this fully means I don't know how to explain it. Just turning on the light in dark room. Well, then you will look differently. You will never look in the same way at yourself. Then you will perceive differently. Mera, yes. Mera, ego, you know what is ego? Sense of personal self. It is a snake in a dark room, and when you turn on the light, suddenly you realize that this snake is just a stick. And you can do whatever you want with that stick. It will not bite you. And even if you turn off the light, again, this stick will not make you a problem as well, in the same way as before. Okay, Akino, I will call you Borat. Rahul, Rahul, but how do you think? Why can we create computer? Because dude, your life is not just about thoughts, dude. You have also nervous system, you have feelings, in your body and so on. But Rahul, maybe someday we will learn to create people. Not in a traditional way, like where you need man and woman, but in some other way. We don't know that, maybe. I don't know that. Your phenomenon. Appearing phenomenon, why do you want me to think about it? I rather stay free of need to think about it. It's awesome if you realize that you don't need to think at all. Thinking is for pussies. Thinking happens on its own, but I really don't think that much about all that stuff you write here. I don't think about it. Why are you saying bro, lol, yeah, and so on? That was a joke. Appearing phenomenon, this was my honest answer. This is what I see about it, like for real. Because I don't have insight in that. Because I really don't have insight on chakra maps and energy center maps. That's not my thing. All I can tell to you is find in you what is the main center in you, who is on the main stage in you. Linda, of course, I have thoughts in my mind. But they are not as loud as they were when I was trapped in my thoughts. But there is like 99% emptiness and 1% thoughts. Well, look around in your room. No matter how many furniture you have, there is much more emptiness in your room. And it's the same about your mind. There is much more emptiness than content. Maybe you just don't recognize it. You are not trained to recognize it. Dude, I do express my thoughts. These are my thoughts. Linda, yes, it can depend on just training, because for me, all the years I spent meditating, Well, this was my just practice to recognize what's behind thoughts, and it turned out that there is much more emptiness than thoughts. And thoughts are just flying by freely. Yes, sometimes in circles, sometimes not in circles. Aivaras, Aivaras say tutis, are you from Lithuania? Well, yes, when you say everything will be alright, just do not think, you are right. But this saying, just do not think, it can be misleading for someone, because it does not mean that thoughts stop. This saying, just do not think, it can show you that thoughts happen by themselves. Thinking happens on its own, just like breathing. Yes, appearing, you have to think until you don't need to. You can say it in that way as well. Mera, what are these alligators? Or dinosaurs? Dinosaur heads. Well, yes, Sunday is not that far. I don't know what you mean by that. But, well, not, now it's Wednesday. Well, it's closer to Monday than to Sunday. Depends on perspective. Yes, folks, 100%. Too much of unnecessary thinking gives you unnecessary stress. This was for me. I memorized that this was also a thing that I had. This is something that changed in my mind actually, and it does not come back in loops. I used to have very much thoughts about future, about some kind of how do you say in English, future outcomes in my mind. I just don't have them anymore. They are just not there. When I say to you, if you awaken, or even if you're enlightened, whatever that means to you, I say to you that the content does not change, and that's partly true, like everything in this world. Everything is partly true, but content do change as well. Like thoughts about these future outcomes. When you leave aside thinking process and let it work for you, there are processes in you that will change in your mind. Thoughts and patterns, they will change. They will gradually become uh, less and less and less loud. Some of them will fully disappear, maybe. Real man don't hate Monday, he hates whole week. Nah. Hate is for pussies. Chris Holmes, why are you saying somebody buy him a shirt? Be a man and buy it for me. Yes, new name. Sorry. I know that my jokes don't sound like like jokes. What can I do about it? I think that's funny. Well, at least it's funny for me that my jokes don't sound like jokes, but I know that those are jokes. Why, why shirt for homeless? Yeah, well, actually, if someone of you would really buy me a shirt and send it to me, do you think I would use that shirt? Hello, Kotusini from Moscow. How do you watch YouTube from Moscow? Kotusini, I feel like it's all good with you, even though you're from Moscow. Yes, yes, mera VPN. VPN. Yes, I am. You have been asking for a month to draw me naked. And why are you surprised that nothing has changed in my in my answer? Or do you think that I will break my decision? Kotusini, I am your neighbor. I'm from I'm from neighbor country. New name. In Russia, I would like to visit maybe Saint Petersburg, and maybe Moscow, but not in near future. AM, how much I want for you to pay me? AM, if you would have so much money, I don't feel like you would type in this way, and you would not ask me how much. If you would be so rich, you would just show your money, not ask these questions. This is, well, there are differences in mentality, how someone with money thinks and someone without money thinks. Well, I feel like there are, mostly, not always. AM, don't cry. You asked me. I didn't want to offend you. You can draw me naked for free. AM, if how would you make money if you would draw me naked? Tell me. How could a random person's naked drawing would be taken seriously by someone? No, no, I'm not from Czech Republic. I am from much smaller country. The highest mountain in my country is around 300 meters. This is where I'm from. Somewhere in Europe, some country in Europe where the highest mountain is 300 meters, around that. Somewhere around that. Yes, Kotusini, Latvia is boarding or bordering, I don't know. One of these words. AM, I have some ideas how to make. Some of you here in this chat rich, maybe everyone, but this idea is still in development. Of course, I would like to help all of you with money, because I know that money is important in life. And I'm trying to think out something for all of you. But of course, money is not that important in all of the countries, in all of the regions around the world. In Europe, it's super important, especially in Northern Europe. Northern, well, basically where it gets cold. Am I still a drug dealer? Yes, I'm selling for free freedom, self-inquiry, Riga, capital of Estonia. Kotusini, dude. You need better geographical uh, knowledge. Riga is not capital of Estonia. AM, if all of the people in the world would be as honest as I am in life, or, well, at least as honest as I am, probably there is someone even more honest, then it would be great, especially with the businesses and money. But many people do lie, and many people can stab you in the back, especially if there's money involved. One of my ideas how we could make all of you slowly richer is to, well, it would look like this. It it will not happen right now, and I would need some kind of website for that. It would be just basically a lottery. You, for, like each month, all of you pay like 50 cents or €1, and if here would be, let's say, 1,000 people, well then, well, each month we would like just don't know the English word. We would just clarify one winner each month, different one, and that would cost for you just €1, and many of you would just gradually become rich. No, I have better ideas. Don't worry. This is just random idea, but I have one real idea. And I will not tell you anything about it. Folks, I still have that sound I played to you in my mind. There are no money thoughts in my mind right now, just that soundtrack playing. Why Kotusini? Dude, why? Do you even know how it is to live in Europe? Or, or I will say to you better, do you know how it is to live all around the world? Why Russia? I don't support politics of Russia, 100%. I know why there is suffering in the world. I know why there are people uh, like Vladimir Putin. But dude, personally, nah. Kotusini, but if you have free will, how can you live in a country where people are being very, very brainwashed by just few people? Just, well, my philosophy is in life to support with my energy as well with money, with the energy I spend and money I spend and work I do to support something great, like something that can help for people, for this world, for better living. No, I am Santa Claus, not Socrates. Santa Claus. I'm from Finland. New name, when you was to Finland, when you were traveling to Finland. I did not see you. Who are these few people that are hurting people? Not hurting, but brainwashing. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Dude, this is not political channel. There's too much of that already in the world. How do you say finish in Finnish? Just drink a cup of coffee. Now I'm ready to go for more 10 minutes. Bro got so bored of us, he started doing side quests. Yes, this was my side quest. I finished it. Midstream detox. We gotta see what the root of the cancer is to administer the vaccine, don't we? Who do you think is doing the brainwashing? Don't fear, you're totally grateful for life, aren't you? Don't fear you're totally grateful. Dude, I don't get the last sentence. Appearing phenomenon. I see that you sticked with something I said. Why is this sticking for you? Whatever I am saying, or people around you is saying, why is it sticking? And don't think about it, just look in you. Where is the importance? Don't fear you're totally. Dude, I still don't understand. Don't fear you're totally grateful, aren't you? I like understand each word separately, but the meaning behind this question just somehow is just not there in my mind. No holistic services. I have no predictions when demonetization of the economy at grand scale will consciously start. Will it start? I don't know. Am I some spiritual guru? Dude, it depends on you. It depends on you. What can you take from me? Dude, every moment is a guru in your life. Every people is guru in your life because you know what? Those gurus that you follow, dude, I don't know how they are greater than your parents. How is a guru person something something more valuable in teachings than something else? Because either way it's about your perception. And persons who are gurus, dude, many of them are like, okay, now I'm a guru because I have learned few things, and you follow that. But if you really want to be taught, then every moment of your life is doing that for you. Linda, why are you popularizing some channels here? I just see it out of context. Don't know what's the conversation. No new name, no, no, no. Appearing phenomenon. Well, the thing is, I don't see, this is not the way how I see life, appearing phenomenon. I don't see how people are stuck and something is wrong and suffering is wrong. That is not how I see it. And I already told you, if you feel like you are suffering too much, probably it's because of there is too much of unconsciousness in you. Because consciousness shows you ability to be conscious, to notice, to observe, to be aware as well. It shows you why you suffer, from where comes suffering. Because many people suffer unconsciously, and they are fine with not looking. They are fine with just living in this way, and that's totally fine for existence, for life. People evolve as whole. This life evolves as whole in this existence. So everything is just the way it needs to be. Suffering, being controlled, this feeling of being controlled, feeling of being stuck. Appearing phenomenon, yes. Illusion of separate self is keeping you back, holding you back. Definitely. But it should be like that as well. It's not evil. If you would see that we people are not separated, we appear to be separated for our brain. There is a part in our brain that tells us we have these body borders and so on. But dude, we are not separated. Life is not separated. Everything is the same energy. And this is not some kind of truth that I'm saying to you. This is just something that I'm saying to you. You will never find truth in words or in mind, because mind is limited. But you can become free of it. Just free from limited mind. Still in the same mind. Free from your own thoughts. And everything is a thought. Yes, words are limited, but of course they still help. Dude, carcinogen, I see that you're asking this to new name, but this is interesting one. Imagine like there's no hell or heaven, would you still respect the laws of society? Whoa, if someone of you is really living like this, trying to be good in life because there's hell and heaven, that's interesting. Man, if you are, it's very simple. If you are good, then life is good to you. It's just like this is a physical life, and there are physical laws, attraction laws, attraction rules, consequences. You know that if you cut a tree, it will fall. It just is like that. You know that if you build good relationship with someone, if you make someone to feel good around you, well, you can create together with these people a business, a relationship, friendship. Because every living form tries to survive naturally, not to not to be destructed, not to be destroyed. We all want to survive. This is just life. This is what life is for survival, not for dying straight away. Every living form tries to survive. Destruction makes you die. Construction, creativity makes you live. Being is this moment. Yes. All life there is just being. At least now Linda and Name are having better relationship. Not calling each one a bee. Dylan, I hope that you know that every single person sees me in this exact way. This is what everyone sees me like. This is what I see me like. So you are, dude, you are so right. And from now on, I will only listen what you say. I want you to guide me, because your perception speaks the truth. So Dylan, dancing around and singing a song will make me something great in your eyes. And then what? After that, what's next? What's gonna happen next? Then I make the money. So there are no other ways how to make money in life. Only if I dance and sing. Lean the new name, just chill. Both of you are like teaching for other people, and you can see that this happens when you give too much attention to something. You stick for too long with something. And do you like it? When you stick for something with when you stick with something for too long, have your attention to something for so long, do you like the outcome? Because this is what happens throughout all of the life for you. Arsha, brother, we all are unique. We definitely all are unique. Definitely. Shani wants to see me dance and sing. Well, you will see me dance at October 31st, 30 at October 31, because I will make Halloween party. And I will stream that only for subscribers as well. Probably you will see me dancing, a little bit drinking maybe. We'll see. No, I don't smoke. The lungs are not supposed to be inhaling fume. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really getting late. Mera, I have idea to make a costume uh, with just a plastic bag, like, and I will like I will type on that plastic bag just your ex. So basically you will see like a plastic bag on me and the words your ex. I saw that somewhere on internet and it was just lame and funny. It was totally random. That's why it was funny. So that will be my costume. Dylan, what do you look for in a girl? In a girl, I look for a woman in her. Dylan, brother, well, I don't care that you hate the idea. Because sorry to say that, but I don't want to be offensive, but the world don't care about so much about one person's ideas, no matter or opinions, if those are your opinions or my. In the end, no one cares. Carcinogen, in my bio about satsangs, well, I will make like Zoom satsangs only for those who want to meditate with me and talk about personal self-inquiry stuff in a, well, like 10 people group. It will not be one-on-one, but and that will not be for free as well. But I just need to make one more thing in my website for that. Okay, yo. Carcinogen. I don't know if that will be fun because, well, for someone maybe, but that will be for serious people, like who seriously feel like they want to know who they are as what they exist. Can they be found? Because obviously in this YouTube community, well, yes, I try to create this channel around it, but as you see, dude, YouTube can be wild. It's not easy to do pure self-inquiry in YouTube live stream or satsang. Ah, yes, Fox, I can pin comments. Yeah, I probably, but I still feel like there may be, actually, no one will sign to that because this channel is still small. So I'm not rushing that. Folks, all of you are right people. All of you are right people. Lovers, haters, all of you. New name, this is not the money-making plan. This is not it. That plan is outside this channel. You can meditate, but no self-inquiry. It's not like everyone in those Zoom meetings will have to ask questions. But yes, that will be for just more personal space. And not for questions, where are you from? Why you look like Mark Zuckerberg? Are you a gay? Thanks, Fox. Just sharing with you parts of my life. Yes, lunatic, I am crying. Sorry that I'm crying uh, on camera. Usually I try to cry out of camera, but today just I wanted to be totally open, and I thought that why wouldn't I cry on camera? Someone thinks that's not manly, but Mera haven't cried since watch 300 movie. That's old movie. What is 300 movie? You mean 300 Spartans? New name, why are you making fun out of crying? Crying is totally normal. Let people cry if they want to. Observer, you cry every 3 years for 3 seconds. Interesting. You have created almost like inner mechanism, precise inner mechanism. Thanks, lunatic. I shape my hair with my tears. Anyone can still choose to be in control. Yes, but what is behind choosing to be in control? Is there a control behind choosing to be in control? Why am I sad? Because I have to go to sleep. My body is telling to me, go to sleep. You know what? Yesterday, actually, I did not sleep at all this night because my body was in pain from yesterday's training session. And my wife was as well, living on my side of the bed. And like I a little bit pushed her, but then I said to myself, it is what it is. Let her sleep. But okay, that was not that big of a deal. There was just so much pain in my legs after training. Fox, dude, I'm not talking about that training. Yesterday I did a real training. But that's good if you're speaking about training session on live stream, the short one. Lunatic, I am from Latvia. If I want to stream or Zoom how can I let you know, Arsha, about those? I'm telling you, well, there are actually 2 wild cards already to those Zoom meetings, like for free, to New Name and Munira, because they have been here for a while and they wanted that. And there will be more like free sessions available, but that will be for money, and I don't know when. But I will try to do it soon. I mean, that will be extra time for me, from me. Monira is a person. She just said that she really wants it, but she don't have money. Because if someone doesn't have money but really wants to attend something like that, of course I will be open to that. Because this channel, this society, the thing that I do here is not how I make money. Either way, so I don't mind. AM8, sorry, but AM, even if you will pay me 1,000 euros, you will not be invited because you are too creepy. Munira means illuminator. Whoa, I did not know that. I mean, AM, don't worry. You can always meet me here in these live streams. And we can do self-inquiry here as well. What is old man by the river? I have met my neighbor near the river, but he's like 50 years old. Does that count? Ceiling fan, why would I do that? Can you describe the details more? Super precise details of your imagination. Lunatic, you're not hating anymore as much. That's cool, that's cool. Don't worry, I don't mind hate as well. So again, the algorithm is crazy. I told that it's enough, I want to go to sleep. And now there's 13 people. YouTube, I want to go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. Tomorrow is a working day. YouTube, do something. Thanks, Lunatic. YouTube care about money? Yune, but where is the money? Where is the money for YouTube here? Linda, it's not like New Name has immunity. It's just that I know that New Name is a good person. He just sometimes doesn't know how to speak with women. And sometimes he just gets very excited. But he's good dude. And he's definitely part of this community. Same as many of you. And New Name has my hoodie as well. There are two persons in this existence who has enlightenment hoodie. I don't have it with me right now. But yes, two persons in this universe has that hoodie. You look like the goat in Narnia, you know? Actually, you are the first person who are saying this, but actually, when you say it, I see what you mean, especially when I put camera like this. I see what you mean. the goat from Narnia. New name, not new, Linda. Not in real life, but at least I know how he looks in real life. I a little bit know how his voice sounds in real life. And we had some conversations outside YouTube as well. And I know that he's very smart. Well, definitely not only New Name is very smart. Probably many of you are very smart, but New Name is that type of person who he sometimes seems to be silly in chat and just typing random stuff, but I know that he's smart. He's deep and smart dude. I really know that because I have well, I recognize his mind, what he's going through. And I know as well how higher observer looks in real life. And observer, I have heard how you giggle. That was in that was not in that video what you sent to me with that push-up. That was in video. Well, you did put something into Discord server, and I heard your giggle. It was sweet. Yes, Linda, he giggled like hee hee, or something like that. How much time do I have? For this live stream, I have minus 20 minutes. Till I have to wake up and go to work, I have 7 hours. So it's GG for today. But if you ask me how much time do I have in this life, dude, I don't know. I hope that many years. That trip that I have planned for India, well, it sounds like it could be challenging there, of what I have heard. But we'll have to survive. Mera, I usually appear in office at around 10:30 a.m. The boss wants me to be earlier, around 10, but somehow naturally, because that I worked there already for, well, after I finished school, I started working. So I work more or less in the same place for around 13 years, something like that. And before I had to be in work at 8:30 a.m., 9 a.m. and so on. But after all these years, somehow now no one is so frustrated that I come to work at 10:30. Yes, lunatic, I love to travel. I not only like to travel, I love to travel. I love to explore. I love to meet new people. I love warm climate. I love different sounds of different species, different foods, and so on. I love to swim underwater with my eyes open. Yes, new name, but the worrying part is getting traveling around India. Like, that could be sketchy. AM, what's my job? I am a model. I stand still and people paint me when I'm naked. Yes, lunatic. Actually, visiting India is one of, yes, it's early dream for me as well, like from childhood. But actually, the more I have traveled around different countries, the less I want to visit India so badly. But I still want to visit India because I will meet few of this community there. That's one thing. But well, India is different. I have heard that it is different than other countries. Malaysia, I want to visit Malaysia as well. I have heard that in Malaysia there are very beautiful like firefly sights at night. Yes, I feel like well, traveling is definitely for the mind. Yes, I will be in hotel room vomiting. Maybe there is a chance for that. I will do whatever it takes for that not to happen. Because I don't have plan to eat street food. I will eat only in legit restaurants. Those of you who will be there with me, don't worry, I will feed you as well. Have I ever traveled to any parts of Africa? Yes, but only to Egypt. Only to Egypt. Almost died there because I went into pyramids and I got some very weird virus. Maybe that started the process of awakening for me because well, that was dangerous. I had 40-degree temperature, fever, and so on. You know, 40-degree temperature, that's not good. Crystal, the type of guest to bring food for hosts, actually, yes, observer. Dude, I'm a different type of animal. I don't mind sharing with people without asking something back. Turkey, Georgia, Jordan, South Korea. Wow, interesting mix. I've been to Turkey, but not to Georgia, Jordan, and South Korea. Folks, yes, I don't know if that was from Pyramid or something else, but that happened after I visited Pyramid. And you can search in YouTube information or internet, not only YouTube, about these pyramids, that there are people who have died after visiting them because of some kind of bacteria there. Well, Asha, it was higher than 40, but yes, of course, I did survive. But that was not the only complication. Did I feel different energies in pyramids, folks? I was too young even to try to feel that. There were different things in my mind. Of course, it was different, but I don't even remember. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 a.m. Yo, see you later. Say good night to Ramana Maharishi. My wife is probably hating me because of these sounds. This is from Egypt actually. But my mother made a new one for me. The original one I lost many years ago.